Hey,
and welcome back to How to Be Real, a place where we can be real in a world obsessed with fake. I am Tasha B. I am an actor, a filmmaker, creator, and writer that is, I guess, loving this heat. Hate loving it.
Yeah, you know, it's cool.
It's here. It's summer.
It's here. It's summer. We love summer.
We love summer.
And I'm Tay. I'm a creative producer, lover of all things wellness, and your favorite local yogi.
That part.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And once we get that out the way, I say, how you doing, Tay?
Girl, I am...
As we sip our wine.
Right, okay. Cheers. I am in celebratory spirits. You know, I feel like I have not drank wine in like 45 days. And I feel good. I feel good about my results that I got. I was doing this challenge, y'all, with my gym. And shout out to the Yard Gym, Y42. Woo! Long 42 days. But we're here. We did it. We got the results we wanted.
Yes, that's
So I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
Drinking wine with my friend. It feels
Hell yeah.
nice. What about you, girl? How you doing?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like I am almost done with my Pilates certification.
Ooh.
I have been putting on classes for really just Taylor and my sister at this point, and myself,
So
and my
good.
husband. But
Whooping our asses, y'all.
I'm having really a lot of fun coming up with workouts, and I am going to be auditioning for studios here soon. So
Yes,
wish a
ma'am.
girl luck. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to start something new, you know?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And you got that, girl.
Yes.
You don't need luck. You got the skill.
That part.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna kill it. I'm good at auditioning, luckily, and used to it. But also, we filmed our very first, our very first and second iterations or episodes of our vertical series that we're going to be having on YouTube. So I'm really excited about that too. I had so much fun writing the scripts, and
That's
we
so
had
good.
so much fun recording them. It was super fun. So honestly, I already feel like mission accomplished because we just had hella fun. And I feel like it's just going to be funny to just put it out there and have fun online. Like, fuck it.
Right. Bring the fun back.
Right? This shit's crazy. Let's just have some fun with it.
The girls are too serious.
Okay. I feel like I was too serious for a while. So I'm loving the just have fun, write a page of like whatever.
Yes.
You know, not even whatever. Write a page of something like hilarious, a funny little bit.
Literally.
And so yeah, that's pretty much what it's gonna be. Funny little bits from me and Tay.
Funny little bits with funny little bitches.
Hey, I like that. Oh my God. Speaking of some bitches, yeah, bitches.
Okay.
Shouting out Ruka Hair. It's a black-owned, woman-owned braiding hair brand by Tende Moyo and Ugo Agbai. I hope I'm saying that right. But
That was good, Tosh.
two badass women. You know, it's collagen protein fiber hair, so it's not that synthetic itchy stuff that normally you get in braiding hair.
Girl.
So it's high quality braiding hair, and it's gonna be sold at like some major places like Sephora. So
That's
I'm excited
amazing.
about that. I don't know if they're there or they're gonna be there. They said this year they should be there, so
I'm like,
I don't look out for that. Ruka Hair, baby.
Ruka Hair. And that's R-U-K-A?
R-U-K-A, Ruka Hair.
Because Lord knows I got braids in right now, and like it's human hair mixed with like the synthetic is the braid, and then the leave out is the human hair. But my head does not love synthetic.
It's
hair.
itchy.
It's itchy.
Definitely itchy.
My scalp is like, I'm like, even just talking about it made me want to itch my head just now, or made me itch my head.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, bro, something like that, black women who understand the plight, you know, they get it. And also too, being easily accessible at like somewhere like Sephora.
Yes.
I don't even know if Sephora sells braiding hair.
Neither do I. I'm like, this is new.
Literally.
They don't. Maybe they do.
I don't think I've ever
Maybe I
bought
just didn't
braiding
know.
hair outside of
That is like the last place I would think to go for some braiding
Exactly.
hair, but
all the
I
braiding hair
guess
stores be like in the hood.
that's
and
about to change.
Yeah.
So congratulations to Tende and Ugo and Ruka Hair. So check it out,
Literally.
y'all.
And also, we love our hood braiding stores, so don't get it twisted.
You know,
Yeah.
we love it.
Mm-hmm. But owned by black people is a difference.
That's
and
the
I
main
love
part
that.
of the black-owned hair.
Yeah. Yes, I will be ordering.
It might be worth the upcharge that you might have to pay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Transitioning to a 3-realist, man. I might tear up, but I might not. But it's pieces of advice that we'd give our younger selves. I don't
want to
know. Do you
start?
want to go first? You go first.
I'm
You go
down.
first.
I'm down. Okay.
So I'm gonna have my line.
See, and that's why we have this today. Okay, first piece of advice that I would tell my younger self is, girl, with love, and all these messages are coming with love, lovingly.
Absolutely.
Try to set your boundaries a little more,
Ooh,
a little more solidly. Stand firmer in your boundaries. You know, allow yourself to speak up for what you like and dislike. And I promise you, young Tay, that is not going to make people like you or dislike you more or less, because that's also not even your problem. It doesn't matter if what you say, if your truth makes somebody dislike you and you're saying it in the way that you say, which is going to be in a, pretty respectful way. You're not going to go off on nobody. But if your truth makes someone dislike you just out the blue,
then they're not for you, baby.
They weren't supposed to be there. Yeah. They're not for you. So that would
that.
be advice piece number 1. Easier said than done, though, because we still working on that. Number 2, as a woman who is in her full like wellness fitness era right now, eat more food.
Bro, as a millennial, and probably these young people too, because this is kind of the same type of shit, but yes, that just hit. Because
eat more food. You over here skipping breakfast, skipping lunch, having a massive dinner, or like, you know what I mean, nothing but snacking. You're eating like a little bird all day, and then like, you know what I mean, it's just, and you're thinking, you're wondering, you're yo-yoing with these different ways of eating and all this stuff, and you're just like, bro, I'm gonna be honest, I guess this is a part 2. What works for their bodies is not gonna work for your body. You have a different setup. You got to find the lifestyle that's going to work for you, young Tay. All right? And that lifestyle is going to include eating a little more. You got to fuel your body. Fuel it up. Because you're over here running, hurting our damn metabolism. Damn. Literally. Craziness. Because they really don't tell us women that if you purposefully are not eating, that slows your metabolism, which then makes you keep more weight on because your body's in survival mode. If you didn't know that yet, there you go.
Stress is not good for. Same thing with like overworking out. Yes. Our bodies don't know the difference between like workout stress that you're putting on the body and like stress from life. Yep. And our body responds the same way a lot of the times, like chemically. So overworking out and being overly stressed out in your day-to-day life is going to create a lot more cortisol in your body, which is also going to be really bad for trying to, get your weight to a certain space or sleep well. Those things like that, it's still kind of bad to your body. So managing cortisol does mean not overtraining.
Yes. Not overtraining, please. That's stress. Stress is stress.
And not starving either.
And not starving.
That's also stress.
Exactly. Very big one. My last one. Yeah, this is one for me, but I think we've talked about this in past episodes, but girl, unapologetically take up space.
Well, that's one of mine.
Unapologetically. Absolutely. And I think because so much of your life, you're going to walk into rooms feeling like, why is everybody looking at me? Did I say something wrong? Did I do something wrong? Maybe I over-explain myself so that nothing gets misconstrued. Girl, no, you are a bright light. When you walk into the room, everybody's going to look whether they love it and are attracted to you for it or are pushed away by it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's all right. Walk into that bitch and be you. All right? Love you.
That part.
Yeah. So, passing over to you, Tasha B.
Yeah, I feel like we're going to definitely have some overlap. But my first one is your feelings are valid. Your feelings are valid. Your feelings are valid. Your feelings are valid. I had to say that to myself every day, 3 times a day for like a year for me to actually believe that. Your feelings are valid. You do not have to always talk yourself out of feeling a certain way. If somebody said something and it hurt your feelings or it made you feel a certain way, you do not have to do all of the work to talk yourself out of your feelings to kind of like keep that relationship with that person or absolve them for the thing and for things to be cool. You don't have to do that. It is totally okay for 2 things to be true. You want to be cool with this person, but that shit hurt your feelings and you were sad. Yeah. And you didn't like it. It's valid. You are allowed to have a point of view. You are allowed to have feelings.
Yes.
And a say on how people treat you. So
Woo!
your feelings are valid. They should not be able to talk to you and treat you like that. It shouldn't be okay.
Girl, that hit in the core when you said people should not get a say on your shit.
No, you should have a say on how they're talking to you and treating you. It shouldn't just be, I take what I get. No, F that. I don't like how you're talking to me. I don't care who you are. I don't like it. And I should be able to say I don't like it. And if you feel like I shouldn't have a say in how you speak to me and how you treat me, then maybe we just shouldn't be in each other's lives.
We shouldn't. We shouldn't. That's not how we do. Oof, girl. Absolutely.
My next one, very similar to yours, don't shrink.
Yeah.
Take up space. Do not shrink. Because that feeling of, oh, they're looking at me, or, oh, someone just mean mugged me and I don't even know why. Or, man, how come, maybe let me not do too much. That whole feeling of let me not do too much is like, girl, do too much.
Do too much.
Do too much. Shine as only you can. Do not care. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Because guess what? They're going to think something anyway. They're going to have whatever opinion they have anyway. There's no amount of shrinking that will ever make every single person like you or be comfortable around you or be nice to you. So just might as well, girl. If they're going to be mad, don't both y'all be mad.
Okay.
Don't you be shrinking and they still mad. Fuck that. If you're going to be mad, I'm going to give you a reason.
Okay.
That's how I am now.
Literally.
In the 30s, that's how you start to feel at 30. Like, I'm going to give you a reason to be mad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? You going to really be mad.
Yeah.
Watch. Next time you see me, you really going to be mad. You didn't like that? I'm going to add some glitter. Watch out.
Hey, this shit about to make you sick.
Okay? You about to really be mad. I can't wait to see your little face when I walk in the room with this next one on.
All scrunched up.
Because my next one is, it's not about you, it's about them. So when you walk in the room with the glitter, and they sour face, that's them. The first thing that they will say is like, I could never. Of course you couldn't.
Well, duh.
And guess what, babe? I'm not you, and you don't have to do it.
No.
I'm doing it. It's me doing it. I'm fine with it. Guess me. I love this glitter. Painstakingly put this glitter on. Almost walked out the door, then I added more. And then I walked out. So I'm cool and comfortable and calm and collected. Don't try to project, because I've been in situations where I'm wearing an outfit that I love, I feel confident in, and I walk in a room and somebody says something like, oh, isn't that kind of short? Don't you feel aren't you cold? And they say some little weird thing like that, and they're trying to project their discomfort onto you.
Yep.
And there's been times where is it? Oh no. Now I'm in the bathroom looking at is it too short? Is it?
Feeling all uncomfortable in my shit? Yes.
No mas.
No mas.
And if I had my druthers, I'd go back and it would have never even started.
Yes.
It's like, no, bitch. She hating. She's uncomfortable because she wouldn't feel comfortable with that on her body. But you look great and you like it, so that's fine. That's her thing.
Right.
That's her.
That's
not
her.
You.
Like, honestly, I wish I had like them comebacks back when I was young, younger, where they're like, oh, couldn't be me. Like, good. Thank God it's not you.
Good thing it ain't.
Good thing it ain't.
I know. I remember when I first came with a little comeback like that. Oh my God.
Feels so good.
I love the because it's always somebody who is either, older, maybe not in as good a shape, that you wear something, or just not as confident. And you wear something and they're like, oh my God, ain't you cold? Or I could never. Then I now say something along the lines of, well, you know what? I work hard for this body, so I'm going to just wear what I want to wear while I can. And that always makes them the way that I say it is like I kind of turn it back to me and how I feel. And they're usually like, oh, okay. And it's like, yeah, because what can you say? I work hard on this body and I'm wearing it. I look cute, so I'm wearing it. I like it.
Exactly.
And it's like, oh. And my last one is kind of closely tied to that, but wear the outfit. The fancy thing, the little colorful thing, the thing that may be doing a little too much thing, wear the thing. Don't wait for the right time to wear that new, fancy, super cute thing. Bring out the good shit and wear it when you want to wear it because you want to wear it. Because you deserve it.
That's it.
Tomorrow ain't promised, baby, so wear it. Wear it while you can.
Okay, you look good.
You look damn good. Wear that shit. So that's how I feel, too. Because, enjoy it. This is good.
Truly.
Again, I work hard to keep this body right.
Hello.
So show her off while you have her. You know what I'm saying?
Flaunt it. You got it.
You got it. So transition us into our weekly reel. And we're talking a
get
little
it.
bit more about friendships. I feel like that's something that is a theme that comes up often for us just because we're friends and this is
Yeah.
our podcast. So naturally, friendships is absolutely something that's going to be in the forefront of our minds. But specifically, we want to talk about how to show up authentically in friendships and I guess vulnerably as
Yep.
well and honestly. And what that means, how to let people in that way. Because it
Yep.
takes time, it takes honestly, I would say building a relationship with yourself first
For
so that
sure.
you are able to kind of meet people that way.
And I feel like, especially in the days and times like right now, where it's like so much of our communication and like, I don't know, little cutesy moments happen online, or like it's like somebody who you really maybe have never met in person. Like, you're like, oh, I'm hella cool with them, like, but are y'all. Is that friends or like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? What if we take it offline? Then what?
Yeah.
Like, are we gonna still click?
Or
And
even just off this line. Like, what if, are you guys
yes.
talking on Teams all the time? Or are you guys talking on Instagram all the time? Or Threads? Or, Twitter or whatever? And it's like, what if you took it off of that platform and now it's like a phone call or a
Right.
text message? Even that
Well,
feels a little,
FaceTime.
yeah, even that feels a little bit like, we're removing some layers of separation here. We're
Yes.
a little bit connected a little bit.
All
A little
right.
bit.
How do we make this? It like already the way we connected maybe was authentic, but how do we deepen that? You know
How
what I
do we
mean?
shift it? How do we take the shift of Teams off of our communication or the shift of Instagram DMs or comments even into hey, now we're texting. Hey,
Exactly.
what's up?
What's up?
Sometimes that even feels like, oh, what do I even say to this person?
Exactly.
If it was a DM, I would know what to say. But it's a text and now I'm feeling a little bit, I don't know.
Because
I don't know.
building a friendship in adulthood can be challenging. You know what I mean?
It's absolutely challenging, especially like you said in this day of age, but also something that I've noticed is that our society more and more maybe due to technology or maybe, it drives the technology, whoever knows what comes first. But our society kind of nurtures us to like not be in touch with how we're feeling
Oh yeah.
and definitely not communicate that. To where it's
For
like
sure.
socializing and feeling away is a negative connotation. Like even to the point that like someone can say that like, oh, you're feeling away,
It's like,
and
oh.
you feeling any way is a problem.
Is a negative.
Yeah, it's not a good thing. Even if it's tired or whatever, it's just
Literally.
like you feeling away.
You feeling away? I
being weird. That
can't.
is too
She
much.
was feeling some way.
Feeling
So
some
I
type
was
of
just,
way, even that. So it's like that society kind of nurtures us to have these like arms out to where if you are feeling away, maybe you don't show up, or if you do show up, do it in a way that you can have a few drinks, put some lipstick on, and smile through the event, and act like everything's peachy when it's really not.
It's not.
And because if you don't, then you're feeling away,
Right.
you're bringing the vibe down.
And then now, maybe if I do that, y'all won't want to hang out no more, or everything, our connection isn't going to be quote like the same.
Yeah.
And now I'm down a friend, and I only got one.
And this is especially true for women, I feel like. Especially women of color, especially black women, but really all women. It's like we've been told that we're too emotional. And I don't know. Like I'm not to say that women aren't emotional. I think human beings are emotional, period.
For sure.
But I think the lie that's been told to us is that men are not emotional and women are. I think women have more of a control over their emotions, and men, you may think you're not being emotional, but you absolutely just do a tantrum.
Oh,
but because you're
my
a man,
gosh.
we're not calling it a tantrum. If I did and acted, if I said and did the things that you're saying and doing right now, I would absolutely be called out for having a tantrum.
Yeah.
And being emotional.
Yep.
But because it's you doing it, and maybe you're a little more angry, that's not a tantrum. But you just like swipe shit on the ground and you're like, yeah, stomping your feet.
It's like, oh my gosh,
At the workplace.
Let's go check on him. Make sure he's not
Right.
too upset. That really upset him, you guys.
He just
like,
threw a tantrum like a baby.
Like,
why are we not holding him? Because if it was me, it would absolutely be HR emailing me and letting me know that I'm out of line.
Yes, literally.
I overdid it.
But it's always
I'm
really,
written up.
Yeah. It's always really interesting too to hear about like how male friendships handle issues and how like women friendships handle issues. Like how you could be like, yeah, when you'll talk to a guy, yeah, we fought, we had to fight it out, but now he's cool. He was my best friend. Da, da, da. You're like, what the fuck?
If me and this bitch fought, we would not be cool.
We're not cool.
We're putting our hands on each other. We're not friends.
We're like,
I
what?
would never do that to my
We
friend.
couldn't find the words to work through this. We
couldn't even just fall out for a minute.
Right.
And then bump
Come
into
back.
each other at Costco and be like, hey girl.
You want to grab a drink?
It's been so long,
been a
hasn't it? Now
minute.
you look good.
Girl, you look good
We
too.
should do lunch.
We have to.
We really should.
A little brunch?
You know?
Mimosas.
Now I'm back in your comments.
Exactly.
You look cute.
Yeah.
Let's be friends again. We falling out. We could
Right.
fall out.
And come back.
But once
fight?
we start punching on each other, I think the friendship, for me, if I put my hands on someone, which I have not done in my adult life, but if I put my hands on you, I'm mentally in that moment knowing like our friendship is over.
It's over.
Whatever's going on that's motivating me to punch you, whatever it is, the line was crossed and I could never be cool with you.
You did
now.
some cold shit.
You did some cold shit that I had to punch you.
And
like what?
And it's crazy because if you ask him, he might say that his most authentic friendship is with the guy he fought.
He fought.
You know what I mean?
We had to get that out the way. What do you mean out the way? That's crazy. Cause yeah.
Whereas like my most authentic friendship is with someone I feel like I can be myself around. I can talk to. Words might not come easily all the time, but we can find them with each other.
I can even unburden myself with this person.
Yes.
And we're not trying to say all the time, but we all know like a healthy friendship is like, girl, if I'm holding some shit that just feels like I'm a dam that's about to break, I could give you a call and be like, girl, they done did it, girl. They done did it. And you could be like, oh no, why they do that? And we can have a moment of that.
Yes.
And I feel better.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? And I really do appreciate that. And I hope you know that I'm here for that as well. But like those moments are really everything. Because it really is the difference between holding a whole bunch of everything together yourself and being able to fall apart and have someone be like, girl, I'm not going to take it for you, but this little piece for these little 15 minutes, I got it. Aw, they're mean. Fuck. I'm beating the situation up. We're together.
Yes.
We're together for this 2-hour event session that we doing. I locked arms with you and said, yeah.
Boom.
Fuck yeah, get away. Get off her. Leave her alone. Leave her alone.
Literally. But you know, I feel like not all friendships though have to be that deep to be authentic either.
Yeah, no, that's true. Because sometimes the authenticity is realizing like, oh, we're work friends.
Right.
And then that's a great work friendship. Mm-hmm. Or we're, workout friends. And me and you, we work out, girl. We push each other at the gym and I love this friendship. So I totally agree where it's like it doesn't need to be deep in order to be authentic. Yeah. But I will say, personally, the way that my trust in people is set up, I feel like those type of friends, work friend, work out friend, go out friend, shopping friend, whatever type of friend this is, you're at a arm's length. Yeah. To somebody who is a close friend. You know what I mean? If I can go there with you, I think because I'm a deep person. If I'm talking to people one-on-one, the conversation is going to get deep because that's just where I am. I'm deep. Yeah. I'm in the deep. I'm in the deep end. So if you're going to come chill with me, you're going to be in deep water if you're out here with me. You're going to be okay. Yeah. You know what I mean? But also if you're not somebody that can do that, and that's something that I really did have to realize is that people really can only meet you as deep as they can meet themselves. And sometimes people would be upset with me for how deep I'm out, and they try to meet me and they can't. And it's like, then they point the finger at me and think something's wrong with me. And it's like, no, I don't think anything's wrong with either of us. I think the only difference is I'm over here in this deep water and this is where I'm comfortable, and you're over there in the 4.5 feet, and that's where you feel comfortable. And that's it. That's all it is. It's not good, not bad. It just is. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Because there's pros and cons to both. Literally. So I'm just deep. It is what it is. I'm a deeper girl.
It just is what it is. And I feel like that also lends itself to like a good friendship in whatever category they fall, because it's like if we know where our depths are, you know what I mean, where they stop, where they end, whatever, it's like we can be as real as we can be here. And I think learning that about someone also will let you know what category they're going to be in. You know what I mean? Like we're authentic, like you said, work friends or authentic yoga friends or whatever. But I wanted to know, have you recently, I guess within like the last 5 years, I'll say, made any new friends or new, I guess, friend acquaintances, people who you would like maybe hang out with in their respective categories?
Yeah, definitely people that I would like work with, do like film with, people that if I'm in like certain film actor environments that I'll look for that person and be like, hey, it's you, you know, da, da, da. But a true like close friend, not really.
Yeah.
Not no. But
Agreed.
I will say
Same.
friends in their own categories, so where it's like, oh, I know this person is cool if I'm thinking of these types of vibes, or this person is cool if, you know, I'm hanging out with my man and she's one of my man's ladies and she's cool. In this setting, she's cool. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, the like, okay,
Yeah.
I like you and I like you and I like you. When I'm in these social circles, I'm calling on you.
For
Me and you
sure.
are cool. But really outside of those social settings, we're not really
Like
kicking
close.
it
Yeah.
like that. No, like not planned.
No, right,
Like, we might
exactly.
see each other at the concert or something, but not like we're making plans. Not that
Yeah.
I'm opposed to that, but it's just
Right.
kind of like naturally that's just not something that has happened.
For sure.
Because
No, I
yeah,
agree.
like, I go back to what you said about it just being kind of hard to do that. Like, you know, even I was saying earlier, like going up from a social media app to in real life is tough. Like making that transition is really tough, which is a big reason why I want to get more or continue to be more in the habit of throwing events as How to Be Real.
Yeah.
To establish more of that, more in real life, what we were saying, like third spaces, as we were talking about the other day, of just like, okay, yeah, maybe it's not a whole thing, you know, it doesn't have to be going out and drinks and whatever. It could just be, hey, this is like a little a hang, a clothing swap, you know, something chill that's real low stakes. It's, you know, 2-3 hours max.
Come and go as you please.
You can come, chill, chop it up with some people, and leave, and just kind of leave feeling like you dipped your toe into some community.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That you actually rubbed a little bit of shoulders or something. You saw some faces.
Yep.
You introduced yourself a few times, hopefully. You know, something like that, just to kind of get us over that and crack our shells a little bit.
That's true.
Because you don't need to break your shell away, but there should be a crack that people are allowed to come and go, or, you know, you can come out and step back in as you can, because being in that shell is tough. And I finally feel like I'm, you know, I talk about my trust, like, oh, I don't really trust in people. But something that I want to bring up is I really didn't trust myself. And then that's kind of like a thing that's, you know, a lot of our relationship with ourselves is reflected onto the people that we're talking to, the people we encounter, the people we love even.
Yeah.
And so something I've realized is the more that I am honest with myself and accepting of myself, even the parts that are like, oh, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The more I'm actually really like, okay, yeah, I'm going to sit with this. Maybe it's a difficult feeling or a trauma or memory that just feels like, ugh, this makes me feel bad about myself. Instead of pushing it down, the more I like, let me sit with this and sit and see, what is it even?
Yeah.
You know, what is that? Where did it start? Where is it attached to? Because, you know, it always starts when you're a kid. And it attaches itself to when you were 13, when you were 23, when you were 30. And it's like all these things that you're just connecting them. And so for me, it's definitely like realizing those things and being like, oh, okay, girl, we feel these feelings. I trust you. I take care of you. I accept you. The more I do that, the more trusting, accepting, and even offering care to others I can be, whether it be in a work setting or in a random social, in the grocery store. You bump into me, I can have way more grace for you than when I was being super harsh to myself and I was all, you bump into me and now I gotta look at you crazy because I'm already looking at myself crazy.
Yes.
So I gotta get, you know, direct that out to you. But if I'm being like, oh, you know what, girl, it's okay, you're gonna figure it out, don't worry, you're doing great. If I'm already in that space, when you bump into me in the Trader Joe's, I'm gonna look at you and be like, you're good, and keep going.
Extend that grace because you have it.
Because I have it. My cup is full of grace. Because I'm pouring it all on myself every day.
Yep.
I woke up and took a shot of grace before I got up bed. Like, you know what? It's 10:30. This is later than we wanted to wake up, but it's okay.
Yep. You know what it is?
Get it all done anyway.
It's shot o'clock.
Let me shot of this grace real quick. Let me take a little to the head.
No, I love that. I think that's such a great way to put it because you're so right. Like sometimes when you're able to be at ease, at peace with you, you can, like you said, open up a little bit of those cracks, allow others to come in when you're in these third spaces. And I feel like for myself, a large blocker or obstacle for me when it comes to making new friends isn't necessarily like the mingling. Like I feel like I can default to a mingle. You know what I mean? Like I'd be, oh yeah, let's rub the elbows. But I also, it's so weird. It's the strangest thing. I feel like sometimes while I do that, I'm like also disassociating. Like, like it's like,
how many siblings do you have? Oh, that's so interesting. Minnesota, wow.
It's like in one ear, out the other. Like, do not expect me to remember none of this
They
shit.
walk away. Your man is like, who was that?
I don't know.
I think her name was Jenny.
Not sure, but she was sweet though. I liked her. She had great energy. Great vibes. You know what I mean? Yeah. I always say, like, I'm probably not going to remember your name, but I'm going to remember the energy. I'm going to remember you as the energy being you are, the light being you are. Yes. You know what I mean? But for me, that has always been a blocker at keeping those like connections going. Mm-hmm. It's like we might make a spark at the third space or whatever, but the spark is not going to last because of me, not because of the other person, but I feel like it feels almost as if I've led you on because I was so in tune with your story.
Open.
Yeah.
Or seemingly open.
Exactly.
It was a screen door. You just couldn't see. Or a sliding glass. It looked open, but it was really close.
Literally. And you're like, man, sometimes I've literally had this conversation with my mom or maybe even you where I'm like, I don't understand why they thought we were so cool like that. Like, why would they talk to me about that? Or why would they say that about me? Or, you know what I mean? They're like, oh my gosh, Taylor totally ghosted me. Like, I've had those kinds of stories come back around to me. And I'm like, I am sorry. I really did not know there was an expectation for us to keep a close relationship after the interaction we had. But also, too, to me, that felt like a normal, regular interaction because that's how I network. But to you, it felt like something a little deeper, a little more of a connection. And I think like that has been an obstacle in my new friendship keeping. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like it's like, oh, cool, we're cool, but also I don't know if I don't know if I would consider this an authentic connection. Mm-hmm. I would consider this a connection, but it wasn't authentic. That feels weird because it's not like it's inauthentic because I'm being myself while I'm with you, but I'm just not giving myself, Like I don't feel like I'm giving away something that feels like precious. Mm-hmm. And I feel like when I'm going deep with friends or when I'm serious about a friendship that I want or a connection that I want, I am very intentional about like giving a piece of me that I would not otherwise feel comfortable sharing.
Yeah, one of them close the door.
Yes, exactly.
So, let me tell you what. Let me tell you.
Because if we connected in a space and you're like, damn, I feel like I learned a lot about you. That's information and facts that I don't care about sharing with anybody. You know what I mean? I don't care if you know this about me. Like, so that makes it difficult to continue a relationship because you're like, man, we have to be on the same page.
Yeah, and I was just going to say the same thing can be said for our friends when it comes to that pouring in. It kind of piggybacks on what you said. It's like the more people know what's really going on with us, because I know sharing something that you went through is way easier than sharing something that you're going through. Yeah. Like for me, talking about something that I've already been through, it's like I've processed it. I was there, now I'm here. Mm-hmm. Can't believe that happened. Mm-hmm. It's one of them things. Like, I fucking spun out on the freeway, blew my tire, almost died. Shit's crazy. But that happened, like
years ago.
4 years ago. So it's easier to talk about that. But what I'm dealing with currently right now, my internal emotional turmoil that's boiling, rumbly in my tumbly right now, like sharing that, that is that precious piece that's like, I'm not talking about that. You know what I mean? Something that happened to me last year, maybe even earlier this year, that I'm past it. I'm through it. I've figured it out. I've learned from it and I've processed it, and now I'm standing on the other side of it. So easy to share.
Oh yeah.
And I think those two things can feel, I don't know, like it feels vulnerable to share that, man, I thought I was going to die in that car accident. That was crazy. So it feels like an intimate thing to share, but I do agree it's like definitely not that intimate. You know what I mean? Because yeah, I did total my car, and yeah, I didn't have a car for like a year and a half, but then I bought a car, and I've had the car. The car is kind of old. I'm getting a new car. You know what I mean? So it's like, this is such an old story that like, yeah. It was a vulnerable thing that happened to me, but it's so old that, like, honestly, now it's like lore. It's like it's an interesting fact I might share in an icebreaker type shit. Yeah, it's just like, yeah, you did get to know a little bit about me, but also that was me.
Yeah.
I'm not standing here today as somebody who totaled their car. I mean, I guess that did happen, but like
I'm not going through that I'm not
that's not a current struggle. Yeah, that's not a current struggle. Versus for me, that's when I know that I am really
starting to
trusting someone that I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm kind of dealing with something like that right now. When you open up that avenue, honey, when that toll lane opens and is free, baby, now we're being friends. And also, so I have a question for you.
Okay.
Does it, or did it feel like having people share their struggles with you, like, did it help you become more comfortable to share yours with them? Like, if somebody opened up and was just like, oh my God, girl, I'm dealing with da-da-da-da. Does that kind of...
For sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like, I have a recent example. One of my friends / someone who I've worked with, work friend, you know, but we're getting closer. They shared an experience, like a really deep experience about how they struggled with addiction, you know, at a certain point in their life. And that shit took me so like off guard, because they were just not someone who I thought would have experienced that, you know? And I look at them as so, like, almost as a mentor, like, just so you have it so together, you have your shit together, your business is crisp, like, everything that you do as a business owner, I want to be, you know? And to hear you share about your deep experience with addiction and where you are with it now, I was like, oh shit, you're getting real with me. Like, you must really trust me. And I think that at first, you know, she was kind of like, oh, I probably shouldn't have said that. Like, that was probably too much. Like, I'm sorry, I did not mean to put that on you. And I was like, no, it's good. And some time kind of passed, like maybe like an hour. And then we were kind of like, we were with a group. And so we were together solo again an hour later. And she was like, I did not mean to put all that on you and put all that out there. So yeah, you know, but I do feel like we're at a certain point where we can talk like this.
Yeah.
And I just went out there, I put myself out there and was like, I'm not thinking of it super deep like how you are right now. Like, I appreciate you for sharing that, like, part of your journey, but I'm not judging you. I'm not like, oh my God, I can't believe it. But I asked her, would you feel better if I also shared something that I felt was really deep? And you could see it all over her face. Not only did she say it verbally, but it was like a huge sigh. Yes.
Please do.
Shoulders dropped, everything. She was like, yes. Straight up. Yes, please. Yes. And I liked that. Yeah. I felt like that was cool. Like, it
very
was
honest.
Yeah. There was no, like, trying to add any... What's the word I'm looking for, where it's like you're trying to say something without saying it, you know?
Yeah, some little like, so what about you, girl?
Yeah, exactly.
Any skeletons in your closet?
But I could feel the energy of like, I think I would feel better if you opened up.
Yeah, that like we're not balanced right now.
Yes.
There's an imbalance here.
There's an imbalance. And at first I was kind of feeling like, I didn't ask you to share that shit. Well, I gotta share something deep.
Yeah.
But at the same time I was like, hey, I had to check myself on that. Because I was like, come on now. You know this person, you worked with them, you really admire everything about them, and they're having a fucking human moment with you. This is what friendship is
moments.
about.
I love that you said that. That is the thing where it's like human. They're not androids.
No.
And so I do
Loosen
think
up.
that whole arm's length thing is like they want us to like really box ourselves in.
Mm-hmm.
And as someone that is really in the process of breaking down my own box, that is something that's there to where it is just not judging yourself for your human moments and not judging other people for their moments of just being a person.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, I overshared. And I didn't mean to do that. Maybe I misread the situation.
Yeah.
Either way, we all have been there. We've all done that. And yeah.
And it actually felt good to hear her say that because it was like, damn, that's cool. Even somebody who I look at you like up here has experienced some shit. Yeah, exactly.
Person.
You are a person. I fuck with you for that. Like, yes. And I feel like that's very important when making friendships and you determine that you want to go a little deeper is to sometimes you got to put yourself on the ledge a little bit, you know?
And I do think, like, I'm a firm believer of, like, letting, every time that I've been in a position with a friend to, like, tell them where I'm at, either emotionally, mentally, you know, whatever, when I share that, it is something that, like, now I feel like you know me more. And you can feel the unlocking of, like, oh, I feel like they know me. And then when people remember that, and that's cool. And then it also is that exchange of, like, now you kind of set the stage for someone to share. And I feel like I'm usually maybe not that kind of like, oh no, I kind of just shared something. But because I am a deeper person, there have been times where I share something and then it kind of, people just start sharing because of something that I just shared or something I said. Maybe it might not even be something about myself, but I might make a statement that's like a belief I hold about a certain thing. And then it's like, oh, so you getting deep. You know what I mean? And then people are like, hey, if we getting deep, let's talk about this. You know what I mean? And it's like, oh, now the conversation is where I want it to be. We in the deep end. We in the deep end and the water is fine, baby. I like this. And it just makes it easier to open that avenue. So
that's true.
I really, really like that. But something that I think can get in the way is just that vulnerability, that B word. It's seen as like a weakness. It's seen as something that is scary because it is.
Yeah.
It's a vulnerability. Somebody could exploit it. Somebody could say something really harsh. You know what I mean? You share a secret. You share something that maybe you're like still trying to get over some shame about, and if you put this vulnerable thing out there, someone could poke it, and then now it hurts, and now and who can you be mad at because you put it out there? You know what I mean?
Never again.
Absolutely. And so I think when it comes to vulnerability, like, it's very important, at least for me, to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves. Like, I feel like I'm going to constantly bring it back to that, but it really does need to be that, to the point where, you know, at least it's for me, I know that if I put something vulnerable out there and somebody says a mean thing, I know that I can take care of myself. Like, I know that I'm going to be okay. Like, yeah, it's going to suck. It's going to hurt my feelings. I might even cry. You know what I mean? But I know and trust that I can handle it. I can take care of myself. I'm a big girl and it's okay. And so that layer, that trust in myself, you know, that there's a saying that I like where it's like, if you see a bird sitting on a branch, they're not afraid of the branch breaking because they trust their ability to fly. And so that's one of those things where it's like, yeah, this branch could break. I don't know what's going on with this branch. You never know how another person is going to respond or what they're going to say, how they're going to feel, if they're even going to care. You know what I mean? All of that is such a variable. It's uncontrolled variable. And I think that's a big fear with being vulnerable. But if you trust your own wings and trust that, like, hey, if I have to, I could cuss this bitch out and then get in my car and peel out.
Yep.
And then go talk to my therapist.
I got me,
right? You know what I mean? Call my best friend and be like, bitch, she had the nerve. Can you believe it?
Yep.
After what she said, and I said my piece, and now I'm crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Am I tripping? No, you're not. You know what I mean? I know that I got what I need.
Yep.
So this isn't about you. This is about me.
Absolutely.
And that's the reciprocal of what I said earlier of like, oh, it's not about them, it's about you. And I be having to own that shit sometimes too, because there are sometimes some people, have you ever had someone say something to you and you feel like, ooh, was that shade? But all they did was say something like, okay, shirt. And you're like, is it shade?
Are you saying shade right
Was
now?
that shady? Is something wrong with my shirt? Let me think of my shirt.
Right.
But it's like, no. am I putting something on? All they said was okay shirt. They didn't say good, bad shirt. They said okay shirt.
Okay, shirt. You're like, oh.
I could just have easily thought they were saying, yeah, shirt.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Okay, shirt.
I
Like,
took
this
it.
shit is
I
fire.
took it to shade.
Yeah.
Maybe that's me.
Yeah. I think also too, to that point, and also to the point I was making earlier about the friend who kind of opened up first, I think that's also an opportunity if you are ever in a situation with a potentially new friend and some shit like that happens. I think it's also really important to be able to maybe even say it in the moment. You know what I mean? Like if there are feelings there, like I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes, who knows, depending on who you're dealing with, that could get a little messy. You know what I mean? If somebody's like, okay, shirt, and you're like, did you mean that as shade or like,
not shade?
You know what I mean?
For me, I like when
not shade.
When I say something, I like meeting people where they're at.
Mm-hmm.
So if you say, okay, shirt, what's wrong with my shirt?
Yeah.
Nothing, I like it. Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, good.
I was about to say, you know what I mean? But I kept it, I said it to you the same way you said it to me, and we both smiling, and it's just like jokey joke, but also, okay. Better not be no shade.
For real. No, honestly, I feel like, and that's why I love you, because you will like match the energy. I feel like I come in with the whole like kind of puppy dog, you don't like my shirt? And then I feel like that makes people feel bad. Like, oh my God, no, I'm so sorry. No, I was saying like, okay, shirt, like, hey.
I like the shirt.
I like the shirt. It's
okay,
like,
shirt.
And then now, like, I feel like when I do that, the other person knows you got to be sensitive with me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Keep it light.
You got to kind of keep it.
Or be specific.
Yeah,
cute shirt.
Exactly.
I like that shirt.
Exactly.
That is a nice shirt.
That is a nice shirt. Yes, exactly that. And I think there is power in being like, in speaking what you feel to, especially to a new friendship, to a new relationship.
You gotta set the tone.
Set the tone. And also not being afraid to say how you feel in a sense of like, even if it's unprovoked, like, hey, I missed seeing you. Yeah. Or hey, I haven't seen you in a while. I would love to hang out.
Or like, I saw you had a dinner party. I would have loved to be there.
Exactly.
Next time, when are you doing another one? Because I want to come.
I would love to support you. Yes.
And again, all of that does feel vulnerable because I'm even thinking that. I'm like, ooh, that sounds a little bit like, please, ma'am, may I have a sixpence?
I'm begging for friendship.
And a can of beans, please. That's how I feel. But also,
please.
One friendship, please. Double scoop.
For me and my friend.
It does feel like that a little bit.
It does.
But at the same time, I appreciate when people do that because then you're just like, oh,
same.
I didn't know you would want an invitation. So yeah, I'll definitely think of you next time. Sorry to not think, you know?
Yep.
So,
and it lets me know like, oh, when people do that, it's like, oh, you're being open to what this could grow into.
Yeah.
You
And
know what I mean?
that's like the grown-up version of, want to be my friend?
Yes.
Because remember when you could just say that as kids? Do you want to be friends?
Good. Simpler times.
Let's be friends. We can't say that. We should. Bring it back, guys.
Right.
Like, what are we doing?
I'm going to be honest. I have had somebody say, do you want to be friends with me in adulthood? And
Did you want to be their friend?
No. Unfortunately, it was just not a match. Yeah. You know what I mean? And you know when you're dating and it's like, if the guy I liked would have said that would have been amazing.
Yeah.
But because we were not a match, it felt not great. But at the same time, it's like, when you are going out for new friendships, for friendship, period, that shit feels like that because rejection could be on the other side. Somebody could not be feeling you for real.
Dang, she was, can I have one friendship, please?
Yes. And I was like,
don't you accept my friendship stone?
And of course I'm like, yeah, we could be friends on Instagram.
I was about to say, no, you didn't say, yeah, of course, come over tomorrow.
No, it's like,
no.
You know, because I'm not opposed to having a solid, what's the other word? Not friendship, acquaintance. You know what I mean? We could still be friendly, but like, am I like, hey, that's my dog.
That's my friend. I know. I remember I was very, and still I still am, like, I'm not loose with this is my friend. I
Yeah.
don't really be saying that. Like, I might say, this is my
This is my
homegirl.
homegirl.
This
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
so-and-so. Oh, this is Sheila. Like, we work together. Oh, I met her over here. Da, da, da. She's really cool. But I do not just be like, this is my friend, and it's a person I just met. Like,
Yeah.
I don't do that. If I say this is my friend, it's because we're actually friends. This is my actual friend. I like her. I would absolutely pay for a bridesmaid's dress to be in her wedding. If that's not the case, I am not going to call you my friend because we're not friends. And I don't want there to be any type of misconstruing going on because it's so funny. I remember when I was dating my husband and he would say, like, I don't really be liking people like that, but I really like you. Like, I like hanging out with you. I like talking to you. And I remember thinking, like, dang, that's crazy that he said that. But then I'm like, that's actually really true, though. Like, it's really, like, to really like somebody, even on, like, a friendship level, because that's the thing. Like, with me, I feel the same way, where it's like, I really like you. Like, you're hecka funny. You're, like, silly. You're good company. You're someone that I wouldn't mind just, like,
Doing nothing with.
doing nothing, being on a long ass car ride,
or doing everything with.
Yeah, it's so fun. Like, it's just you're a great human being to just be around. I feel like that about you too. But it's like that feeling doesn't come often, even in families. Like, you might even have siblings, cousins, aunties, uncles that you're just like on a personal, person to person level, babe. I don't really like you.
Yeah.
Like, no shade. Love you to death.
Love you to
But
bits.
personally, I do not. I cannot. This is not.
I would not do everything with you.
This is not one of them optional connections. If there was an option, we would have been
disconnected.
We would have went A, B, and C in my way out of here.
Literally.
So, the liking somebody, I agree, where it's like, if it's someone that you actually really vibe with, you're like, oh, you're hella dope.
Yeah.
If they're like, girl, you want to be friends? Then it would be like, oh my gosh, what?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I would love to. Let's meet for a drink.
Yeah.
I would love that. But, something that I also want to talk about is expectations. My gosh, it has been a journey for me to let go of expectations. Because I feel like for a long time, and still kind of am a recovering, but I was an idealist where I would idealize things, and like something, especially with family, where it was like I had these idealized relationships with people that this wasn't really how it was, but it was like that in my head. And then every time something would happen that would like be outside of the ideal, it would be like, no, why is it not the sitcom version, the after school special version of this relationship that I've always known, even though I didn't know it? I made it up. I wrote it. I'm creative, babe. I have an active imagination, and all of that was in my head. Really, none of it was true. None of it was real. You weren't even there with me. I was standing by myself. I was drawing you. Yeah. You're happy now, see? That was me. That was me and me, which is great. Because I get company with myself. Period. But the expectation, putting those expectations on someone else is not fair. And I think, again, going back to taking care of ourselves, we got to set our expectations where they're at. And then, like you said, maybe even be direct about what those expectations are. Yeah. Like setting the tone and letting friends know. Like, if you know that having a friend that cats on you all the time is not cool, then you've got to set communication tone and be like, hey girl, let's make a plan a week in advance. And if you can't make it, please let me know. Yes. So that I'm not out here looking weird, blowing up your phone, or you know what I mean?
So that I can also make other plans.
Yeah, make other plans. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's keep it cool with each other. And then also you can have that expectation, or not that expectation, I guess that boundary or whatever. I guess it is kind of an expectation. But like, you're real with your expectations. You can communicate those expectations, and if it ain't working, if it's not a match, as you say, then it's not a match. Or whatever your expectation is. Maybe it's not that you guys aren't friends. Maybe it's just like you guys just remain work friends. Yeah. When this person can actually make it to the lunch plan because y'all got lunch at the same day. At the same time every single day, and you know exactly how long it's going to be. So yeah, girl, you can make it to the sushi spot. Literally. You can make it. It's right down. We can walk down there, girl. We could see that place from our job. Mm-hmm. You can make it. And maybe that's where we keep it.
And if you're being open and honest with your friends, I think this also presents an opportunity to level up your friendship, because you can tap into that vulnerability, tell your friend, hey, I'm in a stage in my life where I can't be reliable, or
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Right.
My shit is all over the place for me
Yeah.
right now. I'm not in the making plans zone at the
Right.
moment. You know what I mean?
And
If
then
I
we
can make it,
just
I can make it.
know.
If not, I cannot.
Yeah.
You know? And then then we just know, and I can now operate off of the fact like, damn, my friend is going through something that is causing her to be a little chaotic internally. And now I can hold space for that. Now I'm not over here upset at you for flaking on me for the fifth time.
Right.
Now it's like, oh shit, okay, she's not showing up. I'm sending love. I'm taking that shot of grace, sending love out over to her because I know she's going through something
I know
right now.
she's dealing with what
She don't want to talk about it yet, but that's all right. Maybe never maybe she never will.
Yeah.
And that's all right too, because at least she was open with me about like just where she's currently at. And I think that is a way to use expectation to your friendship advantage. And I guess the last question I had for you was, have you, like, if you were making a brand new friend right now and, you're like, hey, I'm about to put myself out there, I want to make a new friend, what would be your first step?
I'd probably I'd ask myself what, I guess, kind of friendship that I'm looking for. Looking for a completely new friend versus maybe upgrading a friendship is going to be a little bit of a different approach. So I feel like, okay, if I was upgrading a friendship, I would probably just try to pop up, maybe send some more reels, comment more on their social media, maybe text them more if I have their number, and maybe invite them to do things that like normally I wouldn't really reach out to that specific person for. Like, you know what?
That's a good
You
one.
want to go to a yoga class? I'm actually teaching a Pilates class. Do you want to come? And just kind of start pulling them in a little bit. Reel them in a little bit, girl.
Come on in here.
Have some more conversations. Maybe even drop a phone call. Start sending voice notes. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing. I like, that as an approach.
That's a good one.
The little, girl, I'm going to slowly start walking towards you. And then new friend, I would think of, same thing, where it's like, okay, what do I want out of this friendship? Do I want somebody that I can go on, like, hikes with? Am I looking for an outdoorsy girl? Am I looking for, like, a, fitness homegirl? Am I looking for a more, like, hey, girl, maybe we can, like, make content together. Maybe you can come on the podcast type girl. Or, somebody, like you were saying earlier, somebody that I admire and I like where you are and I want to, learn from you and, kind of, like, tap in type shit, rub elbows with you, girl, because you cool and I like you type thing.
You
like,
got the knowledge.
What is it that I'm looking for? And kind of go from there. I'm just like, start spending time in those spaces. Maybe it's more networking events I need to go to. Maybe it's more, studios and gyms in the area that I need to go to, more fitness events in the community that I need to go to, or whatever it is. What kind of connection am I looking for?
Yes.
And, where would I want this person to fit into my life? And how would I want to fit into theirs? Because that's another thing of like, what can I... Like, relationships are two-way streets. So if you're just somebody that's looking for somebody that can do something for you, that's also something that I feel can be a little bit icky.
Yeah.
And I felt that, where it's like, you want to be my friend for something, you want to check some box on your own list.
This is like transactional.
Yeah, it's very transactional. And you're really only thinking of yourself and you're not even thinking of, like, me. Like, it feels like this is a lot of you. And I'm personally not going to be wanting to, like, be friends with somebody that, like, doesn't come with a space. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Come with space. Like, it should be, girl, come sit with me, not let me come sit with you. Because that, to me, that feels a little bit icky. Whereas I feel like, if we both have a space on our couch, then it's not going to be one-sided. Because sometimes I'm sitting on your couch. Sometimes you're sitting on my couch. And it's like a give and take, kind of thing. And so I know for me, period, across the board, that's what I'm looking for in friendships. Like, I'm not looking to just glom on someone, and I'm not looking for anyone to glom onto me. Like, I'm definitely looking for someone that we can feel like, no, this is fun for both of us, kind of thing. I want us to feel good. Sure. I want to have good vibes. I don't like drama, so yeah.
Light on the drama.
Light on the drama, not too much on the please. Yeah, I don't like that energy. It's all good, girl. We're cool. Let's inch our way to it.
For sure.
We'll be there. I feel like it'll be probably a year-long thing. Of like, you know what I'm saying? This time next year, we'll be friends. We'll be fast friends.
Yes. I feel like if I was doing that from scratch, I think if I was looking for a friend from scratch, I would definitely go into... I love that you were like, first off, be clear on what the friendship is, what kind of friendship you're looking for, because I think what you think about, what you speak about is what you get. you know?
Absolutely. And
So I
what you
think
have the
that's perfect.
capacity for, girl. 'Cause that's another thing.
Exactly.
Is your capacity. How's your capacity?
Right. Do you want
have
a
the
best fucking
Yeah,
friend
do
in
you
the
have the
world, or do you
capacity
want?
for a real close OG triple?
Mhm.
Or is it really just, no, I think it is just like a friend that I can go and do X with. You know what I mean? Somebody that
Yes.
also likes chickens or whatever. You know what I mean?
And I think that is probably, that's why that's my first move. Because my first move is going to be, what is it that I like to do or want to learn more of? And I'm going to go and find a third space that focuses on that, like tennis club.
Yeah.
Or, you know
Show
what I
up by
mean?
myself.
Yes.
Like, hey, have you guys done this before?
Right.
And just
Book club,
put
something
myself
like
out
that.
there.
Running club. So join a boutique gym,
Yes,
and
boutique gyms
mix and
are
mingle. Yes.
mix, mingle, talk to people. The main thing is, though, put yourself out there.
Yep.
So don't feel like if you're going to these networking events and you do want to make connections, whether it be professional or personal, don't go with someone. Or if you do go with someone, take some time. So you do a lap, I do a lap, and it's nice to have someone to come back to. But if you go with your person and it's just me and you and me all night,
You're gonna be chit-chatting,
not
making no real
no one's
connections.
gonna really approach us. We're not gonna be approaching people, and if we do, it won't be a thing. Like, it won't feel it won't feel balanced because this person is by themselves and you're with your friend. So they're talking to both of y'all, and it's just harder to make a connection like that versus you're there by yourself, or you and your friend both took a lap separately. Now y'all can actually make some one-on-one personal, have some taps.
Yes.
with some strangers.
Rub some elbows.
You know what I mean? Be open, because I love when people come to networking events and they're by themselves. Like, when I go by myself, it makes it so much easier to approach people because they're just standing there. They're just sitting there by themselves. So you're just like, hey, oh my gosh, I'm Tasha. And now we're talking. And it's that easy.
Yep. Boom. That's it.
So yeah. Also, last thing I will say, I would get over myself, because sometimes we're so, oh my God, are they gonna think? Da, da, da. Get over yourself. They might think you're weird for that long, and then they're on to the next thing in life, because that's how everything goes. When someone says a weird thing to you, we've all had weird shit said to us. It's like, that was weird. I might remember it later and tell my mom or my best friend or my man, but it really isn't something that's like living constantly. Like, it's fine. Like, it's fine.
I don't remember half the weird shit that somebody
said to me. It was said, it was weird, it was awkward, and then we were just like, oh. And then we let it go.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's fine.
So just know, if you do approach somebody and you're really open, again, I bring it back to trust that you will be okay. You will be okay. If you're like, want to be friends, and they're like, no, that's going to sting. Trust me. That doesn't mean it's not going to sting. But on the way home, you might be giggling like, damn, she did not want to be my friend, bro.
Noted.
Damn.
I got noted.
She did not like me, bro. Like, damn.
But also, too, it's like, I feel like it's like sales, where you're like, I got to get these 50 no's out the way so I can get my one yes, my diamond in the rough.
My diamond in the rough. I got to keep putting myself out there. And for me, it's marking that behavior, too. It's just like, yeah, I put myself out there. I'm proud of myself. Even if it goes nowhere, I'm proud of myself for that. And knowing that you're doing it for that. Because I think when we attach these expectations of, like, if I put myself out there, this better happen. They better, do it. If I ask her to be my friend, she better say yes. And if she don't, then catastrophe. But if you just put yourself out there and just be like, you know what, I'm putting myself out there, and that's the goal. Yes. The goal is to put myself out there. Yeah. And so you did. So now you can say when, because we don't ever know how things are going to pan out. But we do know that if we set that goal, that realistic expectation of, because I'm in control of me, am going to go into this space and put myself out there, then you know 100% that is an outcome that you can count on. Yep. Because I went out there and I put myself out there. Maybe it went cray. Maybe it went great. Sometimes, for me, usually it goes a lot better than you think it's going to go. Oh, yeah. For sure. People are really receptive to that. So I say that to say that should be the goal when it comes to that. Putting yourself out there should be the goal. Agreed. And then let it go. Everything outside of that, out of your control. Yep. Let it be free. But just like a lot of things, it is way easier to be vulnerable with other people when we can be vulnerable with ourselves. Yeah. It's way easier. Like how I mentioned laughing at that. Somebody don't want to be your friend. When you get to the place with yourself where you're in the car by yourself and you can drop your shoulders and you feel comfortable and you feel like you're in good company. I can key in the car by myself. No music, no podcast. Just thoughts and memories. Yeah. Just running wild in this head. You ever been in the car and just really start laughing like, damn. Yes. That was crazy. Absolutely. I remember that. That was crazy when I asked that girl to be my friend and she was like, no, thank you.
You're like in the moment, you're like, damn, I'm about to cry because
Right.
what the fuck? But you know, let a couple days go by, maybe a couple weeks,
Couple months.
couple months.
I'm gonna be laughing about it while I'm doing dishes.
Exactly.
I can't believe that. That was
Because you know what?
crazy.
You will find your person. If you're out there right now trying to dip your toe into the new friendship pool, you're going to find your person. You know what I mean? Give it time.
Give it time.
Give
And
yourself
also,
space to
all the things
explore.
that you want to give this friend and this friendship, give it to yourself.
Yes.
And make space. Make space for a friend to come in. Make a friend with yourself. Honestly, I truly feel like that's the best thing you can do, because when you have fun with you, and you are a fun person. You are a fun fucking person, because I feel like I'm fun and I can have fun by my dang self.
Yeah, talk about it.
It's funny. I could have a real good night in the house by myself with some food.
Right.
Definitely need some food.
Need some eats.
Whatever it is, I'm gonna have a cool time, and I'm gonna kiki. I'm gonna laugh. Something's gonna be funny. Something I'm doing, something I'm watching, whatever it is. But the undeniable truth is that we can only meet people as deeply as we meet ourselves, guys. So get acquainted with you. That way you can communicate who you are and be you. Because you got to be you so your people can find you. Yeah. So dig deep, find yourself, love yourself, hug yourself, accept yourself. All of it. Even the parts that make you look like, girl, ugh. That's you too, girl.
Yeah.
And she's
even the little
she's
spiky
valid.
parts. Yes,
she's valid. She has a story. Sit with her. Hear that story. She's
Give her
beautiful.
space to tell the story.
You know?
And take a shot of grace.
And then accept her. And just be like, girl, you know what? Damn. Here you are. Yeah. Love you. Might want to be a little bit quiet. I don't want to listen to you for sure. You're not in the driver's seat, but girl, you're here with me and I accept you.
Yep, your feelings are valid.
You know, the more we accept ourselves, the less shame we have, and the less it can really be less about what people think about you and really just how you feel and how you showed up. How you met your own expectations of like, girl, let me be in here and be open.
Okay.
Or let me be in here and be closed because these people be tripping. Both of that is valid.
Yep, exactly.
Moving on to our last segment, which is media review. Ooh. I'm really excited to talk about the Odyssey, so I really want to just get into it. I just saw it yesterday, and it was actually better than I expected it to be. Right? Let me be honest. Like,
Same.
I was really impressed with the story. I really liked the message of, you know, the Trojan horse, that story is something that is so lauded and it's like, oh my gosh, this strategy. But I really loved the perspective of like, that was actually like a really, really horrible thing to do. Like that was like really inhumane to do that to people. You gave them a gift
that symbolizes
peace. God.
Yes.
They took your gift and you slaughtered, burnt down, babies were thrown. They were throwing babies to nothing. It was horrible.
Horrible.
And when you think of that and think of it being something that, yeah, the person whose idea that was might see the aftermath. Like the idea, yeah, it was a good idea. But the
after
aftermath,
10 years just on the beach trying to get in.
Desperate to end this and get back home. And lo and behold, you did this and it actually had catastrophic, like not just on the people of Troy, but even on your own conscience. Like you had a really hard time accepting that you did that. And maybe that's why you didn't want to go home.
Maybe that's why you didn't make it fucking home. You know what I mean? Like
you definitely were cursed.
Yeah, exactly.
It was like they thought he was cursed from what he did to that Cyclops, but I think you cursed the gods. You gave them a gift for Athena.
And it was
and then you cut the head off Athena's statue in front of the temple. Why did you do that?
Girl, so
that was crazy.
I want to know your take.
Why did he do that? Moments in that movie.
For that, like, do you think, you know how they kept saying in the movie that, you know, be careful of how you talk to someone because they could be a god in disguise. And you know how Zendaya played Athena and he kept seeing her in that form. But then when they get to that part where they show, also spoilers of course, but when
Definitely spoilers, sorry.
When they get to that part where they cut Zendaya's head off as the human, okay, we had two takes. One, do you think it was the god in human form, like Athena in human form being like cut down and was reappearing as that version of him to her?
Yeah.
I mean, that version of her to him? Or do you think that that was just a person of the town,
yeah,
Trojan woman who was killed, and then now because he had that moment of Athena's statue being cut down and her being cut down, and that realization, like, oh my gosh, this is a lot, because he like turned his head when that shit happened. Do you think it's just that Trojan woman is appearing as Athena because of the correlation to that
Yeah,
event?
because of the moments
Yes.
of whatever. I know. I feel I definitely had the same two thoughts that you did, to where it was like he saw himself cutting the head off of Athena as, you know, a metaphor for all of the women and all of the Trojan people that were just senselessly murdered. These were Athena's people, and you killed them. And you disrespected her. You cut the head off of that statue, and that was him that did it, right? He cut that statue off. So it really was something where it was like, was that just a regular Trojan woman? And that would make sense for the... I know a lot of people were like, how come she wasn't wearing makeup? Maybe that's why, because she was just meant to be just this Trojan woman, normal Trojan woman, and that could be why she wasn't, you know, all like done up looking goddess-like. But also, why would Athena wear makeup?
Literally, I'm like,
I've been thinking about that. It was like, it's a goddess. Why would she wear makeup? I mean, why would she not? I mean, who knows? Yeah. But it's also like, I don't know. Does she need to? I'm not thinking goddess equals she needs to be wearing makeup. I don't
like a full beat. Like,
yeah, I'm just like, I'm not really feeling that. Like, no. I do get the question, but I don't know. It just really is like, that doesn't take me out of Zendaya being the goddess Athena.
Yeah, no.
Of her not having or not having mascara. I didn't even think about that, honestly. Like, it really isn't a thing. I wouldn't have thought of it if people were like, oh my God, this is Athena? And it's like, yeah, what the fuck? You know,
the baddest bitch in the game right now.
First of all, you know this is a myth, and second of all, you know that women don't always wear makeup, and you do know that gorgeous. Beauty and makeup are not. I know it's beauty industry and beauty influencer, and it's usually a person who's doing makeup, but makeup don't equal beauty. No. Not to me.
No,
I'm sorry.
Same.
Like, it really isn't. Like, I'm beautiful with and without makeup. Makeup is enhancing the beauty, yes, but the beauty's already there, babe.
Okay, thank you. Solid base.
But to answer your question, I feel like it was a bigger metaphor. I think that it is a mental thing where he's like, okay, by allowing all of these, you know, especially the women and children to be killed, I disrespected Athena. And not only that, I disrespected her temple. And you majorly disrespected it. Like, you offered a gift to Athena and then used it as...
peace offering.
A peace offering and gift to Athena. And they put it right in front of her temple. And you came out and totally burned their city down.
Literally. And
destroyed her temple. Yep. And beheaded her statue. And then beheaded a bunch of women and children for no reason. Ugh. Other than that they were Trojan.
Yep.
It was gross. And then it's also knowing the relationship with what's his name?
Odysseus?
No. Amadeus?
Oh. Agamemnon?
Agamemnon, yes. So him and Agamemnon, like, Agamemnon was the one that was really trying to destroy Troy. Like, he personally wanted Troy to be destroyed. Mm-hmm. And
so give me Helen.
Yeah, and Odysseus, like, was kind of like a general for Agamemnon. So it really was like I had this idea, but I didn't really know what was going to happen once we got those gates open. And I didn't know that it was going to be this bad. Or maybe I did, and I just didn't want to, like...
You're like, I'm just trying to go home.
It's different to see this shit happen, and I'm here, and I'm doing it, but also feeling like, whoa. Mm-hmm. And that was... I think Matt Damon did a really good job of, like, being that... He was like that Mr. Krabs meme where everything's all blurry in a circle, and he's like, whoa! I feel like that was him the entire movie. Of like, this is happening?
Yeah.
What's going on? Him and Charlize Theron. Where am I? Who am I? Do I have a wife?
Right. What do you remember? You're like, damn.
Where's my crew? Who are you? What is this? Here, eat the lotus flower. Okay.
Like, all right.
Okay.
Good.
And he was that throughout the movie.
Yeah, he was.
But yeah, I thought it was really good. I feel like the standout, which I saw some people talking about it, there was like Robert Pattinson killed it. He stole the show. Nah, he kind of did steal the show. I'm gonna be honest. He was the most exciting character to watch. Hated his character. His character was
so
not a
bad.
good person at all. But I just felt like he brought something. He brought an intensity. He brought an energy to his character that I feel like everybody else their energy was a lot more relaxed.
Yeah.
And so he stood out because everybody was so relaxed in their character, and he was like, his character, you could see his character's flame lit. You know what I mean? And I feel like I wish more of the people would have approached their character that way, because not everybody needed to be so relaxed.
I feel that.
You know?
I feel that. I really enjoyed the, like, I think going into seeing the Odyssey, I knew a few things about how the film was made.
Yeah.
And so, like, I knew that they used like minimal CGI,
thank God.
that they really wanted to go with more practical effects, and that the music that was being done was all instruments that were true of that time. So like, it was very drummy, very like, like,
what I will say is I loved that, and I also loved how rumbly everything was.
Yes.
I absolutely loved that. Like, go see it in a theater for that reason. Like, the rumbliness of it, oh my gosh. Whoever did the score and did that, oh my God, yes.
He did Sinners too.
Yeah. That really, like,
10 out of 10.
heavy lifting, like, it should win awards. Yes. Because of how every time it would be, I was like, ooh, I like this. It's so, I'm into it. It's got me in. So yeah, and I think that did the heavy lifting with some of the intensity that I feel like was not there. I feel like Matt Damon's character leaned in and out of it.
Yeah.
But for the most part,
he did a good job though.
Relaxed in his character, and I feel like it made sense for his character.
Yeah.
For me, I feel like, what's the little dude?
Tom Holland?
Yeah. I feel like he could have lit the fire a little bit more.
Yeah.
He could have turned that Bunsen burner up a little more, because it did feel like
I'm watching Spider-Man play.
Yeah, it felt like is this Peter Parker? Like,
yeah.
What's going on? Peter Parker is Odysseus' son? I didn't know that. It's giving like, okay, dude, give us something. Give us something. They didn't really change his hair too much. He looked exactly the same, except for the outfit. But the outfit was also very minimal. So it was like everything was so minimal for him that it was just like, all right, bro, I'm kind of not believing this anymore. And then he didn't have like a glow. Like they should have gave him some sort of like little mini bump.
Yeah,
you know it's
kind of a flat
I thought he was
character
gonna be
arc.
So much. I thought there was gonna be a switch flipped when his dad came. Not a like complete 180, but at least a little 90 degrees. Pick up a little 80 something of you feeling more confident, feeling more whatever. And maybe he was, and it was subtle. I just think it was a lot of too much subtlety. Yeah. Everybody can't be subtle.
Yeah. Yeah. You know who I did like? Who I was shocked that I really enjoyed their performance. I mean, not shocked because they're bad, but just shocked because I didn't think much of this person in this role is, what's his name?
John Barenthal?
Oh, no, I love John Barenthal. Yeah, he's fire and everything. But no, he was great. And Lupita too. But, what's it? John Leguizamo?
Oh, yes. As the old blindness.
Yes. I really liked him in that role. I was like, okay, period. I know a lot of people had like stuff to say about folks using their modern day accents and stuff on it. And I was like, I honestly am happy that you guys did that, because it like, now, the Odyssey was written like something BC.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
old,
so old. The language, sometimes, they always try to throw a British accent on something, and you're like, okay, they're Greek, they're not even British. Like
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like,
it's just,
and they would not have been speaking English anyway.
Christopher
Nolan or Tom Holland, I think one of them said that. Where it's like, these people, because they were mad that he said dad instead of father. And it's like, dude, he wouldn't have said dad or father. He would have said whatever the Greek word for that is. They're Greek.
Y'all picking and choosing when to be
Greek
outraged.
People. Do you want this to all be in Greek and read subtitles? You don't. This is the American version. This is Christopher freaking Nolan. Yeah. He is not Greek. He is not that old, babe. He is an American filmmaker.
Yep.
Come on, babe.
Like, even Tom Holland and, what's the other bruh from Twilight?
Robert Pattinson.
Even Tom Holland and Robert Pattinson, who are English, by the way, British, had American accents. And that's not even their accent.
They really
just had
isn't.
American
They just talked how they talk.
John Leguizamo sound like from New York. You know what I mean? Like John Barenthal.
Yeah. No, he didn't. He didn't do that. He didn't. But he just sounded like himself.
Yeah. But I love it.
They're just talking, babe.
Yeah.
What you see in the movie, we're not Greek.
Come on.
This isn't whatever BC, baby.
Right.
This is 2026, the year of our Lord, hopefully.
But like the way that everything was shot, like them having to film. I remember seeing something that Matt Damon said was like one day on Odyssey's set was the hardest days of my career. Like
wow.
just one day of that is like a hard day of my career. And so like multiple days of shooting was really really tough because you know they had to shoot on the ocean and like because they want to do practical effects. And I'm like, see, I fuck with that. Commit to the bit, you know.
You're getting paid so much money. Justify it and make it fun for the actors as well.
Yes.
Like I feel like obviously there's a line what people are comfortable with, but I feel like you're working with Christopher Nolan, babe.
You're gonna be pushed.
Push me.
Push me. Come on now.
Let's go. We all want to do great. And I guess that's my thing because I don't think there was bad acting. I don't think there was bad acting, but I do think it was like everybody can't be the natural, not natural. That's not the word I'm looking for. Everyone can't be the relaxed, sitting back in my character, subtle, soft-spoken. We all can't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Somebody's got to give something.
Somebody's got to give something. And I feel like Robert Pattinson was like, it's going to be me.
Yeah.
And I think that's why people were excited to, like, I want to feel something when you come on the screen. And Matt Damon has the things where he's going to yank on your heartstrings and stuff. But in the beginning, it was kind of like, okay, what? And then Anne Hathaway, same thing. It was like, we're looking at her through a screen. And it's just very much like, okay, we want, how can we punch some of this shit up?
Yeah.
Please.
Because I'm being honest.
It's a long movie.
It is.
Punch it up. Like, the witch. I think the witch who was turning people into stuff, she could have punched it up a little bit.
Cersei.
She was a freaking witch.
Yeah.
Turning them into pigs. That was
crazy. So weird.
That was crazy.
Like,
the effects of her pulling their faces, that was nuts, bro. I also wish there was more Helen.
I do too.
To me, it felt like every time she started talking, she was either cut off or it was like a tell your mom I'm sorry for everything. Like, I get it wasn't about her, but they made that whole big stink about her being Helen, and Helen was on screen for all of 1 minute. Probably.
Literally.
Like, total.
Her and Elliot Page.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like both.
They were mad about Elliot Page?
Mm-hmm, girl.
I thought Elliot did a good job.
No, yeah, I thought so too.
I really do.
But they were mad just because they're in it.
And again, same thing. It was like 1 minute's worth of screen time. Like, really, Elliot Page in Hades, that scene.
That whole Hades scene was trippy. Like, ooh.
I loved that scene.
It was so good.
I loved that freaking scene.
I loved Agamemnon's outfits.
Yeah.
Like, or his outfit.
I like that they didn't have him take his helmet off. Like,
yeah, that was cool.
Agamemnon was this statue, this symbol almost. It was like, I like it. And then I was even talking about it with Dell, and I was like, oh, it makes sense because this is like Odysseus. Like, we're seeing Agamemnon through Odysseus's point of view. And it's like, if he sees himself as this, like, grand general, of course the guy that you're kneeling to is going to be this even bigger and more grandiose, tough, statuesque type person. And I really liked it. But it was hella funny because it was like, to me, the messaging is like, yes, he's this big, tough guy, but also his armor is extremely clean. Mm-hmm. So he's not really fighting like that.
Doing much. Even when they opened the doors of Troy, like, he stood there and everybody rushed
around him and he was just like, yes.
He's like the symbol of strength and conquering.
Just like, I am Greece.
Yeah.
It was very scary, but very cool. But,
bro was wearing freaking spinal column in his ponytail.
That was crazy.
I was like, damn.
Like, he's like definitely scaring you.
Yeah.
And then those big, tall, silver people.
Oh, yeah.
That was crazy.
The giants or whatever. Yeah,
that was crazy. It was like, oh my God. And that little kid just screamed. And then all these people came and just started fucking them up.
Him and his people couldn't catch a break, honey.
We're hungry. And then, I know what I was talking about. The witch.
Oh, yes. Cersei.
She could have absolutely dialed it up a little bit. Just a little more intensity. I don't know. But I will say the turning the people, because it was crazy them walking up to the thing and seeing that like lion, and he's just like looking at you, the tiger,
docile,
the panther, the jaguar, and you're just like, how come these animals, first of all, really a natural habitat for this lion, a lone male lion by himself, what's going on here? And then it's not aggressive, it's almost looking at me like, what are you doing here, you should leave, kind of vibe. And yeah, then you get there and it's like, oh, and I really loved her being like, this is your men's true nature.
Yeah.
You don't know them. Look at them. This is them. And then when she was turning them back into human, it was like, go back into your disguise.
Yeah, go back to your disguise.
And they all turned back into men. It was so nuts. I hated the men eating.
Oh yeah,
how they were
that
looked
was
when they
so
started eating that stuff.
crazed. You're like, oh my goodness. You know, super sidebar. There's a book that I read with my book club a while ago called Circe, and it's all about her story.
Ooh.
And it was pretty good. It was like not something that I would typically read. You know what I mean? Like, there's not like a whole lot of like twists and turns and but it is like just her story and her take on things, and who stops by her house and things, and how she even ended up there on that island. And so that was really cool for me to see her represented
that is
on
cool.
the other
I would
side.
read that.
Yeah,
I would read that because I did find myself thinking that, like, dang, who do become? She was like, you here, you real lost.
Yeah.
If you're here, y'all are already.
She's not allowed to leave.
You're way off course if you made it here.
Yeah.
And then like, you didn't do it something right. You're on the wrong side of something.
Yeah.
Because, honey, man. And then the way Matt Damon handled that, grabbed that crow. It's like, I'm gonna fucking polarize this crow if you don't get the heck away from me.
But you want to know what the real is in that story? He actually ends up staying with Circe for a year and having a baby with her.
That's
having
what
a son
I thought.
with her.
I thought that it was like in the actual book, The Odyssey. A lot of this stuff takes a lot longer. Like, it was like, how long have you been here? 7 years. It's like, no, he was gone for a really long time.
20 freaking years.
Yeah, it was a long time.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
and he made extra stops that they didn't show in the movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think, like, you know, it probably would have been a much longer. I'm sure there probably is a director's cut that's going to come out knowing Christopher Nolan.
Where it's like, it's going to be all
a 5-hour movie.
Stops. We're going to show it all.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And I just felt like the visual storytelling was amazing. It did not, even though it was a long movie, like, by the time it got to like hour 2.5, I was like, that's when I started kind of noticing the time.
Yeah.
But still, it flew by really perfectly. Everything was great. I felt like I couldn't blink. Like, everything was just
And I like
really
how everything flowed. Because I know sometimes you watch movies and the flashbacks are so like,
unrelated. Yeah.
Flashback, and we get this whole thing. But I like how it was like pertinent parts of stories would get flashed back to.
Yes.
And it was like somebody just said something, just mentioned something that happened, and now we're going to flash back to that briefly. Just that one little part that we were just referencing. And then, you know, as John Barenthal's character is telling the story of Agamemnon coming home and getting, you know, fucked up.
Murked.
It's like we're seeing just that. We're seeing his wife slit his throat. And it's like, yeah, we didn't need to see the whole grand, he came up, you know, he's telling us, they made it seem like they loved him. They threw him this whole parade. They cleaned him up and did. We just saw the clean him up, kill him. That's all we saw. Because that's all we needed to see. We didn't see all the other stuff. We believe you, babe. We believe that that's what happened. We don't need to go back all the way to that. We don't need to see all that.
We don't.
But I really enjoyed how the flashbacks fit in there. It was good.
Agreed. What would you rate it out of 5 stars?
Oh, out of 5. Okay. Out of 5, I'm going to give it...
Or I guess out of 10. Do we usually do 10?
I think we were doing 5, and then I think we switched over to 10.
Okay.
So let's do 10.
Okay.
For continuity.
Perfect.
I will say what I said last night when I was talking to my husband. I gave it a 7.8. He gave it a 7. I gave it a 7.8.
Oh, okay.
Just because I can see myself watching it again.
For sure.
I enjoy the mythology. We all love Greek mythology, so I really enjoyed that. And it did leave me wanting more. Like, I remember being like, oh man, I wonder what's going to happen with this person and that person. So,
for sure.
Yeah. And then it made me feel something, and it also made me think about, weirdly, I walked away from it feeling better about where we are as a society.
Ooh.
Which is, you know, I don't know, maybe weird. But I just feel like if this is the message that's being told now, of it just being like, dude, the basic human agreements, Matt Damon says something like that, where it's like, oh, we violated a basic human law. unspoken basic human law was violated.
Yep.
And now society's broken. Like,
Yep.
we're just dark.
Everybody think that's cool. What do they call them? The river people?
Yeah, the river
something
people.
like
And it ended up being like,
People
no,
of the water
you're
or
the
something.
river people. You guys, and the way that what y'all did to Troy has everybody feeling like, nope.
Yeah.
Anyone that comes here is getting killed.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's kind of where we are as a society. And for me, I like that this movie was shared the way that it was at the time that it is, because it's having us all look, because everyone's so xenophobic. Like, it's not just the United States, it's everywhere. You go to the UK, you go to all these people, it's very much like, foreigners, get out of here, you know what I mean? And there used to be a more, I don't know if it was Zeus's law per se, but like, I remember I seen this video of this politician, this U.S. politician saying like, yeah, because with the Statue of Liberty, it's like, give me your tired, huddled masses and all of the thing. And it's like, he's like, man, maybe we should put a sheet over her for now. And you're like, that
what?
Sounds nuts,
That
dude.
sounds
That's the very
crazy.
foundation of like what our country stands for. We're a melting pot.
Yep.
And now you're saying you don't
want to cover her?
You want to cover the Statue of Liberty with a sheet?
No.
Dark times, babe.
Yeah.
So anyway, I say that to say I like that the message is like, dude, we've gotten away from basic human decency, and we need to pull it back, because there's way too much of whatever that is going on here. It's evil. It's ripping us apart. It's ruining the planet. Like, there's so many negatives to this, and we've gone too far, and we've got to dial it back.
Yeah. Yes.
And we will. We are. We're in the process of it, guys. Trust.
Exactly.
If you're here, you're a part of it.
You're on the right track.
Keep your heart open. But yeah, 7.8. What about you?
Okay, 7.8. That's solid. I feel like I was really trying to think like, what would there's a few things that I feel like could have made it better, but I also feel like that could just be personal preference. Like, I don't know if that's like truly, I don't know. Anyways, my score, I mean, I really enjoyed it. It was a really great movie. Just a good movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where you're like, I would watch this again. I would even go back in theaters and see it again. I'm going to say, I'm going to be honest, I keep going back and forth between an 8.5 and a 9. Like, I really enjoyed it. It was really good. It was I love just like the creativity. Honestly, what's pushing it up so high for me is the commitment to the practical effects.
Yeah.
I just love that, and like that takes, I'm sure you could have had the movie done way faster if you went with more CGI. I'm sure it would have been, a lot less expensive and less like daunting for the, crews and things for it to be more CGI. But just the fact that you committed that hard to that, it's just so fucking cool. And it came out great. So I think I'm going to go with the solid, like, fuck it. I'm giving it a 9.
Nice.
I'm giving it a 9.
Yes. Yep. It was good. I know there's a scene in there where they're on the boat and there's dolphins. And they said those were real dolphins. Yeah. And it was unplanned, obviously, because they're dolphins. Yeah. But that was really cool. And so, yeah, I do agree. But, yeah, I say 7.8. Just for me, I'm going to keep it real. It's Tom Holland.
Tom Holland. He knocked it down.
He dinged it down. That, and then another ding for, it's not original. And
I get it.
It's more of the remake, more of the same thing. I'm not mad at it at all. I really am not. We went to see it. Obviously, I'm not mad. But it is just like, I really want to see some new shit.
I feel you.
I just do. I'm sorry.
I feel you.
I like it's a new take on an old thing, but how many old things do we need to retake? There's new things going on. There's hella shit going on right now. Yeah. We could tell so many of those stories, and we're not. And I don't like that. So fair. Not that that's this segment, but moving on to Love Island.
Right.
The winners, Trinity and Bryce. Who didn't see that coming? Do I think they're the best couple on the show? No, I don't. But honestly, of the couples, maybe they were the best couple, because I don't know if you watched it, but like for me, I feel like the couple that I felt when they were good were the best was Melanie and Sincere, but obviously Sincere was a liar and crazy, and that relationship was extremely toxic and kind of one-sided. So, yeah, you know, they shouldn't have won. I'm not thinking that. I did vote for them, but they should not have won. I just voted them because I really like Melanie, so I was like, I'm voting for her.
We love it when a black girl wins.
And I didn't really like any of the other couples. I didn't think any of the couples this season were
deserving.
Great. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I don't know. But it is a popularity contest. People have their fan bases. And I do think that it's gone a bit far. people don't like Zach, the British guy with the
Oh.
curly dark hair.
Yeah.
And some lady with a lot of time on her hands like reported him to not ICE, but they did a visa report on him. It was basically like he shouldn't be here making money and da da da.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know what's all happening with that, but it's like
Rude.
the stuff like that's
The
going on.
fuck?
People are getting bullied online, and it really is just like, guys, chill.
It takes-
It's kind of crazy
and
that
these-
you're doing that. It's not that serious. This person was on a show. None of it's really real. I think we know that about reality shows now. And if you
Yeah.
don't know that about reality shows, then baby, you should kind of do some research because none of this is real. There's producers.
Literally.
That's not real. It's called a reality show, but that does not mean it's reality.
No.
Babe. It's okay. A lot of these couples fake. A lot of these people on the show to be seen, to be noticed, to get brand deals. And it's okay because we're entertained. It's a give and take. They get something, we get something. But let's leave it at that, babes.
Yeah, I feel like that's just not fair. You know, people, yes, you're going on the reality show and you already know that it's going to boost your audience. It's going to boost
Absolutely.
your
You're going to get a lot of followers.
views.
People are going to
Yeah.
want to work with you.
And
You
that's
might
great.
even spin it into something else.
Yes, but that doesn't mean you deserve to get all of this like hatred and backlash unless, well, no. I was going to say unless you're like an asshole,
But
you know what I mean?
Sincere
But I'm
was
just
the
like,
asshole,
even
and
then.
he's not getting that level of-
Exactly.
you know what I mean? And I don't know. I
Like, it doesn't have
really
to be
do
all that.
feel like, honey, the second you're telling someone to kill themselves on social media,
Oh my gosh.
I think you need
You've
to
lost the
really
plot.
now this is a you thing. It's a you thing because I'm gonna be honest. I've watched a reality show. We both have and
Oh,
sat
yeah.
there and talked like, oh, I can't stand this mother.
Oh, for
have
sure.
you ever in your life went to their
Ever.
social media page and left hate comments? I've never done that.
Never.
I've never done that from a
ever.
show. And people be doing that on not reality shows. They'll see a character in a movie and be like, you bitch. And it's just like, whoa, first of all,
How could you do that to Issa?
that was acting. They were
Yeah.
going at you. Why? You played the villain in the movie, babe. I
You
did
played
my
it too well.
job. I said what was on the script. I did literally what I was hired to do, and you're trying to make it seem like I don't know, like this is me.
Like
I'm
shit
not,
in your yard.
I'm
like,
not really
what?
Maleficent, girl. I didn't really poison a bitch with an apple.
Literally.
Relax.
Yeah, I think to go on a reality show in these days and times takes gumption. You know what I mean?
It does.
You know, like, yes, it'll come with maybe some brand deals, maybe a bag, you know, or two, but it's also going to come with a lot of other bullshit.
Yeah.
And so it's like, you know? So anyways, I was popping in and out of Love Island a bunch, but the parts that I seen, I remember when you told me who won, I was like, was that the one who was like acting like he actually liked the other boy? Like the other guy
Yeah.
with the dark hair?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did not see that coming.
Weird stuff.
Yeah.
I do think that this season was a little lackluster on the, like, they usually have this challenge called the Stand on Business Challenge where people get to, like, they'll, like, expose something that someone said. So, like, if we're both in the house and we're cool, it'll be like, Taylor said Tasha don't know how to do her hair.
Ooh.
And then it's like, stand on business. You can either be like, they'll be like, someone in the house said that Tasha don't know how to do her hair, and you said it. You could either be like, yeah, I did say that, da, 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 da. Or no one claims it, and it's just like, who said it? No one wants to claim it. But I do know somebody said that I don't know how to do it. You know what I mean?
Do you benefit from claiming it at all?
No, it's just stand on business. It's a challenge. You just kind of like, yeah, I said it, whatever. Da, da, da. You could be real or you could be fake.
Ooh.
But my thing is your motivation to stand on business is like, clearly this was recorded.
Yeah.
And it's probably going to be in the show. So
Yeah.
maybe I should
Just stand on it.
just stand on business.
Yeah.
'Cause
Like,
I'm
are you a
gonna
coward?
Yeah.
Or are you going to stand on
'Cause
business?
What's going to happen is if you don't stand on business, everyone who's watching knows that was you that said that.
Yep. Everybody's going to be like, ooh, she fake.
And when y'all on this island watch this shit, everyone gonna know. They're gonna know. They're gonna know that you said this eventually. So you might as well just go ahead on and be like, yeah, that was me.
Does Love Island do reunions?
I don't know if they normally do, but they are this season. And I
Okay.
think the reunion is coming on either this weekend or next weekend.
I love a good
But yeah,
reunion. Oh
they're
my
doing a
gosh.
reunion, girl.
Okay, so what would you rate this season?
I would rate this season out of 10. I'll give it like a 3.
Oof.
It really was like,
Yikes.
it was enough for me, it made it fun because we kind of made it a family thing. So we were watching it with my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law and my niece and nephew. So that made it kind of fun.
Yeah.
But outside of that, it's something to talk about, but it wasn't as good as previous seasons. And I think they need to take some notes from the previous season. Bring back, do movie night better. Because it was like this movie night was all about the drama within the couples versus usually it would be like the drama within the house. Who's talking shit about who? Who's being fake? Who's being two-faced? You know what I mean? And who said what about what situation? Who started X whatever this confrontation? Who started it? And it was just way more messy to the point that it's like, ugh.
Like, this is tea.
Yes.
Okay.
So we definitely need more than that. More of that.
Okay. Period. All right, Love Island. We see what you're working with. I definitely feel like a reunion sounds good for this show.
Yeah.
I just feel like it just seems like it would add a cherry on top for this. I mean, just a reunion, you know what I mean? Mess.
I hope the reunion can bump it up to like a 3.5 or 4.
Okay.
We'll see.
Okay.
But if the reunion is boring, honey, that's just not going. It's gonna be like, now it's a 2.
Yeah. Well, my last one here is Million Dollar Nannies. This is a brand new show. This is their first season that came out. It's on Hulu. And it's all about nannies who are nannying for these 1% families. Ugh. You know, families of the 1%. And where do they go? Ooh. Is it like Saint-Tropez? Or they go somewhere for the summer. This one girl, I forget her name, but young white girl, she's like, all right, y'all, I'm going to get together my crew of people who I know nannies and like bring you out to the island to pitch these rich families. And like, I have hella connections because I've been doing this for a long time. So it's my agency and I can make sure that you guys are set up with interviews. But if you get the interview, that's on you. You know, or if you win the job, that's on you. If you don't get the job, then you're just staying at the villa and just kicking it, whatever. Anyways, it's messy. And honestly, it reminds me of like early 2000s reality shows where it's just like, you know how sometimes a pilot season is just perfect. You know, because it's like, it's not, y'all haven't gotten money yet. You're not really like doing all the shit to your face yet. Like you haven't gotten famous yet for real. You know, like you're just, this is still new and exciting. And so you're just really doing your own thing. Honestly, truthfully, chef's kiss with the drama. It was just the perfect amount of drama and like working and seeing what the other families, like the rich families are like. And I just really enjoyed it. I watched it. I recently, I think it was last week, I pulled my first all-nighter in a long time. I had to finish a work project, but I will pat myself on the back for that because
reward that.
You know, it's been a long time since I've had to do that, and it used to be a lot more consistent. But that was the show I picked to have while I was just like working, whatever. And it probably contributed to why it took me so long because there was just so many moments where I just stopped working and was watching. Ooh. Yeah, like, oh snap, okay. And it's just perfect. Like, I'll give you a little tidbit. They end up finding out that the head girl who started the agency, she like slept with a dad way back in the day. Like, but she was, even though she was like, we were cool, everybody was like, but were you nannying for him while you slept with him? Like, y'all could be cool and all the things, but what was the professionalism like?
Yeah.
And she was babysitting for him while that happened.
So,
yeah, and it was just like, people, they start trying to like, be like, okay, you can't be the face of the agency anymore. There's one girl who's just telling all the business. She's telling some shit to the families. It's messy in the perfect way. I really enjoyed it.
I have to check it out.
It's really fun, honestly.
So what would you rate it out of 10?
I mean, I'm going to give it a super solid 7.
Okay.
Very solid 7. There's like little things that could be better that could make it a little bit more like punchy and things like that. And because it is newer, you can tell that there's some areas where it's like, all right, y'all could tighten up, you know? And I'm like, what's going to be there for the next season? Because y'all gave so much in this one.
Okay.
So, yeah, solid 7. Maybe even 7.5. Yeah, 7.5.
Okay. Nanny reality.
I like nannied for 2.5 seconds in my life. So I was like, peeping this, like, that's a good gig.
Yeah.
One of the girls is like, I think 30 or 31. And I was like, that's a good gig. All right. That's a lot of work, though. A lot of work. being like on the beck and call of these 1% families.
Being like an au pair, I live with you guys.
One of the families is like a trio of dads, and like
Oh.
and one of the requirements for their nanny is to give them spray tans.
Give the dads?
Yes. Girl. So it's very interesting, but I enjoyed it. It was good.
Really just a Swiss Army person.
Yeah.
Do whatever you need me to do.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Cray. But that'll bring us to our thank you. Hey.
Okay, so I would love to thank Miss Tasha B here. Because she is on her Pilates journey, Pilates hottie, and she has been working us out, honey. Okay, in these classes that she's been taking us through, it has been, I mean, even with I think it's been just the last 3 weeks, and the progression that I've seen, girl, chef's kiss.
Yay,
it's like
appreciate it.
You're gonna do amazing in this field.
Yay, that means a lot because you're a really good yoga teacher. Like, you're really good, you're very controlled, and so I'm like, oh my God, I like taking your classes and learning from, obviously it's yoga and Pilates, so it's different, but it's just, it's about bringing that teacher presence to it, you know what I mean, and that control, and that like, yeah, I made a mistake, but I don't have to, I'm not answering to anybody, I'm the authority here. Just for this class, it's me, I'm in charge, and so I decide that it's not a big deal.
Yes.
I said left instead of right. Left, I mean right, and we keep going. So it's like that confidence, that like sturdiness. So yeah, I'm loving both. I take Tay's yoga class and then I put her through a Pilates class. So we both
payback.
We both do yoga and Pilates.
Yeah, literally
back to back.
Back to back.
Yeah, we're working.
Yes. So thank you so much, friend. So good. I cannot wait to be in your first public class. It's gonna be a good one.
I'm excited.
It's gonna be a good one.
Nervous, excited. So yeah, I'm almost done. Reformer weekend starts this weekend. So,
are they gonna have like a graduation situation, or how's it gonna go?
I don't know yet. I'll have to see what that's about. I know I have a test out, so I don't know what that entails yet. So
okay. Well, let me know. Keep me posted on the date of your test out, because I would love to, even if it's not a graduation ceremony with the team, I would love to still celebrate you and this huge accomplishment.
Yeah, we definitely gonna be doing something.
It's not easy.
Hey.
Okay.
I told my husband, I was like, I want you to buy me an outfit.
Period.
For the graduation.
Yes.
Cute. So,
I need to be dipped in some like aloe or some fucking.
Dipped in swamp.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
Okay, so we
Athleta, something.
I'm gonna pull some looks.
Period.
Let him know what I'm trying to do. But yeah, I'm excited.
Oh my gosh. Well, we can't wait to invite y'all over to a class, a little combo situation, a little yoga Pilates. All right.
That's the next How to Be Real event, so be ready.
Be ready. Stay strapped in. And if you want to stay connected with us to be on point with the upcoming events we be sharing, you can hit us up on socials. We're at howto_bereal. All over the place. I'm at justsay_tay.
And I'm at the Tasha B.
Yes. And of course, you can send us a listener letter. heyhowtobereal@gmail.com. Any advice or anything like that y'all want to share with us? We want to hear from you always. And leave a review, a comment anywhere that you are listening to this. That would be awesome.
Please do.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And remember, we are not therapists. We just have them. All right, honey? Thank you so much. And today's random reel is on me.
Go on, girl.
I'm going to read a little something that I thought was that just kind of sat with me. It says, if ocean water was sweet, people would have filled it into bottles as well. Its saltiness is its freedom. And they say, this is not about water. Okay? This is about you. That saltiness, that little bit of bite, that little bit of like held boundaries, that is what gives you your freedom, instead of feeling like held to other people's standards, held to what something looks like to somebody else. You don't have to do all that. Be free.
Be free, baby. I love that.
Free yourself. Hey, the rest will follow. Okay.
Like that, and with that, stay real.